for every season that we enter into, three things are very important. Number one, you have to know what is God doing in this season. Number two, what is the enemy doing in this season? Number three, what do I ought to be doing in the season? Somebody type it in the comment section. These three things are like very important. What is God doing in the season? What is the enemy doing in the season? And what do I ought to be doing in the season? Because listen, if you only understand what God is doing in the season and you don't understand what the enemy is doing, you're going to get hyped up and just like, oh, wow, yes, God is doing this, God is doing that. But then you don't understand that we live in a world, right? We live in a world where the enemy is roaming around like a hungry lion, seeking whom he may devour. It means every single day the enemy is trying to find like who to devour or what to devour, what to kill, steal, and destroy. Right. So it's one thing to know what God is doing. God can tell you like, hey, in this new season, I'm giving you, for example, I'm giving you a new job, right? In this season, I'm going to give you a new job. And indeed, you get shortlisted for an interview. But if you don't know that the enemy is attacking, you through maybe stagnation, or you through spirit of backwardness, or you through or whatever he's trying to do, you're only going to focus on the prophetic word that God said is giving me a new job. And you're going to end up frustrated when it doesn't come to pass because you fail to understand what the enemy is doing, right? You fail to pray against what the enemy is doing, right? So it's important that you know this is what God is doing, but this is what also the enemy is doing in this season. And this is what I ought to be doing to partner with God for the manifestation of that which he wants to do in my life. But if you only know what the enemy is doing and you don't know what God is doing, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be so overwhelmed. You're going to feel like, you're going to be depressed. You're going to be sad. You're going to feel like nothing is coming to pass. Nothing is going to work because all you see is the enemy is doing this, killing, stealing, destroying. You're just going to be so depressed, right? But when you know what God is doing, you get excited. When you know what the devil is doing, then you get wisdom to know how to counter it. So this is where now you come in to counter what the devil is doing and to partner with what God is doing for the manifestation. Listen,